the webinar today. I've been working within the HVAC industry for over 35 years now and have seen many changes in our industry, but nothing like the changes we've all witnessed with the current pandemic. And while we continue to manage our businesses through COVID-19, we thought it would be a really good idea to reach out to all of you to not only make sure we all understand the impacts this terrible virus has had on all of us, but more importantly, how it may affect us going forward. And in order to make sure we don't take too much of your valuable time today, this webinar has been set up to minimize your time commitment, yet deliver some valuable information about the current and future changes COVID-19 has had on our businesses and that of our customers. And as important, how Grand HVAC Leasing will be there for you and your customers going forward. And we will, by the way, be recording this webinar, and access to the recording will be made available to you. So, in terms of the agenda, we will briefly speak to the numbers regarding the pandemic, spend some time reviewing the impacts the virus has had and may continue to have on our business, and how our customers will, continue to manage our way out of COVID-19. And for those who are attending for the first time, we will provide you with some information about Grand HVAC Leasing and how we can help you grow your business or reduce the financial burden on your customers. We'll also be revealing a new promotion we'll be extending to our contractor partners, and also provide each of you an opportunity to ask any questions you may have about today's presentation or that of Grand HVAC Leasing. But for now, please use the chat function and we'll address the questions at the end of the presentation. Okay, so let's get started. In terms of overall numbers, the collective impact COVID-19 has had on North America has been quite extreme. I know here in Ontario, the impacts have been very significant, especially within the long-term care facilities, where a greater majority of the fatalities have occurred. Although the impacts may vary from state to state or province to province, we have all had to not only change the way we conduct ourselves personally, but also change the way we interact with our customers. In order to best serve our customers, it's critical we all understand the impacts our customers have experienced and will continue to experience as we manage our way out of this pandemic. So when you look at the impact so far in the United States, more than 6.6 million people have applied for unemployment benefits, and quite honestly aren't really sure what's going to happen to their jobs as the days and weeks roll on. And here in Canada, more than 1 million people have lost their jobs because of COVID-19. So for many people, in addition to having to deal with the actual physical effects of the virus, many have had to deal with the emotional and financial outcomes the pandemic has had on them. As leaders in the heating, cooling, and water heating space, we need to be aware of these impacts and adjust our approach the best we can. So when you think about it from a business standpoint, there's really 5 phases we will more than likely go through in order to deal with the virus. Phase 1 was really about the initial awareness of the virus and the resulting challenges you and your customers had to deal with. And for example, making necessary changes to your daily habits to ensure minimal spread of the virus, or making sure you have adequate supply of personal protective equipment, or ensuring you have enough employees to meet the needs of your customers, or perhaps your supply chain and whether they would be able to continue to supply the materials you need to run your business. And as we moved into phase 2, it was about the short-term pressures you faced, especially not knowing how material the impacts would be, and especially how long the shutdown would be for. And for most of us, we are now in phase 3 or 4, where we're trying to figure out the best way we can get our business back to where it should be, while continuing to be mindful of the restrictions that may still be in place. Phase 5 is all about having a clear understanding of how your business is going to operate in what a lot of people are referring to as the new normal. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard that before. So this slide and next really provide you with a detailed list of some of the various items you may need to address as you manage your way through the 5 phases. For example, when looking at keeping your employees safe, you might have had to enable some to work from home for a short period of time to avoid spread of the virus. Or in terms of your supply chain, you may have had to adjust your ordering frequency to fit with the revised delivery schedule of your suppliers. Perhaps the way you engage with your customers more than likely has changed. In order to protect your team and your customers, you may be trying to accomplish more over the phone or using social networking platforms. In terms of your business's financial health, you more than likely have had to perform some modeling based on assumptions to get a better understanding of the financial impacts on your business and what changes need to happen to make it through this pandemic. And through all of this, it's important that whatever your plan of attack is, it has to sit well with the owners of your business. There has to be a sense of confidence that we will all get through this together. So understanding your customers and their habits, regardless of the generation they fit into, COVID-19 has changed the way people are spending their time. There's no doubt about it. More and more time is spent on the internet, online TV, or streaming, whether it be Netflix, Amazon, Crave, etc. Oh, and by the way, I'm really enjoying The Last Stand on Netflix, which is about Michael Jordan. So if you get a chance, check it out. And of course, lots of people are spending their time listening to music or podcasts, and some, believe it or not, are actually watching good old-fashioned regular TV. The point being, as business operators or owners, we have to understand these changes and use them to better our business wherever possible. So please, if you haven't already, take a look at how you are connecting with your customers and perhaps look into things like updating your website or create some new content for your blogs or create and post some new videos. Bottom line is that people have more time on their hands right now, so take advantage and make sure your communication strategy is aligned with that of your customers. So for those who are wondering about Grand HVAC Leasing and trying to figure out where we fit with your business, we are leaders in the industry in delivering bundled heating, cooling, water heating, and water treatment solutions to various market segments, while at the same time adding value with our leasing program. Our Canadian operation is headquartered in Burlington, Ontario, about 30 minutes west of Toronto, and our American operation is headquartered out of Tampa, Florida. And we believe everyone should have access to safe, efficient, and affordable energy solutions. In terms of the markets we participate in, they include residential and commercial, social, co-op housing, builders, contractors and dealers, and also we've developed some really strong partnerships with utilities. And we provide value-added leasing for various products, including water heaters, furnaces, boilers, central air conditioners, heat pumps, rooftop units, power generators, and air treatment products, whether it be HRVs or ERVs. And our program, our bundled solution is really centered around the customer. Our leases cover the cost of the equipment, installation, service, and maintenance. We ensure our leases provide value to the customer, whether it be through proactive upgrades, making sure the customer is comfortable with the equipment being installed, providing any and all rebates and incentives that may be in play, and customizing the term of the lease so it fits best with the customer. Now, the benefits to the inherent benefits of the Grand HVAC leasing program to our contractor partners include marketing support. The contractor determines the maintenance scheduling, and we at Grand HVAC Leasing manage the paperwork required. And as I mentioned earlier, we can customize the lease to establish more attractive monthly rates to your customer. And once the installation is complete, we promise to pay within 15 days after receipt of the invoice. And of course, there's even some more benefits of our program to our contracted partners, including being able to close more sales due to the customer's low monthly rate. You select the price based on the margins you require. You select the product to install. All maintenance and service completed is paid by Grand HVAC Leasing and not the customer. Ultimately, these benefits lead to securing the customer long-term, therefore improving your customer retention rate. And when it comes to marketing the GHL program, you have some choices on how you want to present the leasing option to your customers. It can be presented as a Grand HVAC leasing product, or you can choose to label it something that fits with your organization, or we can co-brand the product with you. It's really your choice. And here are just some examples of the marketing support we can provide you. Just a small snapshot, many, many more. So from a customer standpoint, the benefits are many. No upfront cost, 100% worry-free. You can transfer the lease upon moving, easy monthly payment plan, and options at the end of the term, to name some. I really feel, given the financial impacts of COVID-19, freeing up cash is key, more so now than ever. And when presented properly, this proven value-added product will positively influence the decision-making of your customers. So some might be asking, how is the Grand HVAC leasing product different from the financing options currently available, or even that of purchasing outright? This slide highlights some of the added benefits our program has, including options at the end of the term, confidence in making sure the equipment is maintained on a regular basis, 100% hassle-free warranty, and of course, the customer never pays for a service call again. The Grand HVAC leasing process is very, very simple. You work with the customer to select the equipment. We help you customize the lease. You install the equipment. The customer realizes all the energy savings benefits. You invoice us for the installation, and we pay you within 15 days after receiving the invoice. And you secure a long-term relationship with the customer. This is why we are seeing significant changes in the HVAC industry related to the actual type of transaction customers are choosing. More and more people are choosing the leasing option every day. It just doesn't make sense to buy anymore. Not when you consider no upfront costs, service and maintenance is included, and equipment just doesn't last as long anymore. And I know you're probably thinking, what's the catch, or this is too good to be true. Well, I can tell you, I hear this a lot from our contractor partners and from our customers when presenting the Grand HVAC leasing program. However, I can also tell you, there is no catch and there is no hiding the truth here. The program works. And it's due to the inherent value of the parties realize when presented with this program. So, we at Grand HVAC Leasing are extending a special offer today. We understand how cash-strapped customers are, especially given the COVID-19 impacts, and we want to help wherever we can. So, for those customers who qualify for the Grand HVAC Leasing program, we are deferring payments for the first 3 months. This means the customer gets, as promised, all the features and benefits of the program, including free installation, 100% worry-free service and maintenance. They don't have to make the first payment for 3 months after installation. And hang on, it even gets better. Grand HVAC Leasing is also providing the first contracted partner to close a deal a $100 gift card. So what are you waiting for? Start using the Grand HVAC Leasing program today. It will help you improve your profitability while providing your customers peace of mind. So as promised, we can now address any questions or comments you may have. So let's see what we have here. Please use the chat functionality here. If you have any questions. And I'm not seeing any right now. Maybe I just don't know how to use chat. No, I don't see any questions. But no worries, you can ask questions later on. You can send them through with the email link, which is coming up right here. So if you do come up with any questions or comments you want to share with us, feel free to either call this phone number or email contractors@grandhvacleasing.com. And oh yes, and for the contractors who attended the webinar today, our marketing specialist will contact you by email to send you some GHL swag. So on behalf of Grand HVAC Leasing, I want to thank all of you for spending some time with us today and wish you and your business all the best in the future. Take care, everyone.